This is the Dollemore Daily, and I'm Jesse Dollemore. So we got the news that there was a recording of Donald Trump from when there was a writer of Mark Meadows' autobiography. You know, the autobiography, the book that's written by himself about himself, was actually going to be a biography. It was going to be written by somebody else. These people are too much. And then we learned there was actually a transcript of that recording was released to the media. And now we actually have the audio of that particular call or of that particular moment. It's been leaked to the press. We don't know where the leak has come. We don't know if it's from the DOJ. I tend to doubt that. They've been pretty good about leaks. I think it's more likely that a cooperating witness that is testifying before the grand jury released this to the media. But I'm going to play that clip, that section of clip. But first, I'm going to play from the 18th of June. I did a video on the 19th about this last off-the-rails interview that Donald Trump did with Bret Baier. And there's this one particular moment that is about 24 seconds where he explains to Bret Baier, no, that wasn't a document I had in my hand. That wasn't a top secret document. That was a news clippings. You could see in real time him coming to a news story as he's talking to Bret Baier. I'm going to play that, then we're going to play the audio, and then we're going to look at some Republican reaction to what is taking place relative to this particular element of Donald Trump's prosecution in this document's case. First, this moment from June 18th with Bret Baier.
And that's what you said. You didn't declassify it.
I said, no. I said I couldn't
could have
but that wasn't a document, Bret. There was no document. That was a massive amount of papers and everything else talking about Iran and other things. And it may have been held up or may not, but that was not a document. I didn't have a document per se. There was nothing to declassify. These were newspaper stories, magazine stories, and articles.
I'm just saying what the indictment says.
So the reason I want to play that is to establish what his answer was. And now we're going to show that he is a liar. That MAGA world and the way that they worship this guy and defend this man is just psychosis. It's a sickness. He said, that wasn't a document, Bret. There was no document. That was a massive amount of papers and everything else talking about Iran and other things. And other things. And it may have been held up and may not. It may have been held up, like papers. He's referencing papers. And it may not, but that was not a document. I didn't have a document per se. Now he's hedging. Not per se. What's per se? There was nothing to declassify. These were newspaper stories, magazine stories, and articles. That's what he said. Now we're going to play the actual audio, the transcript of which we've already seen. I've been talking about it for days. We're going to listen to the actual audio and listen while he talks and tell me if you think he's referencing newspaper clippings and magazine clippings, or whether he's directly referencing classified, or as he calls it, highly confidential and secret information. Watch this.
These are bad, sick people.
That was your coup, against you.
Well, it started right at the beginning.
Like when Millie's talking about, you were going to try to do a coup. No, they were trying to do that before you even were sworn in.
That's right.
Trying to overthrow your election.
Well, with Millie, let me see that. I'll show you an example. He said that I wanted to attack Iran. Isn't it amazing? I have a big pile of papers. This thing just came up. Look. This was him. They presented me this. This is off the record, but they presented me this. This was him. This was the Defense Department and him.
Wow.
We looked at some. This was him. This wasn't done by me. This was him. All sorts of stuff. It's pages long. Look. Wait a minute. Let's see here.
Yeah.
I just found, isn't that amazing? This totally wins my case,
Mm-hmm.
Except it is like highly confidential, secret. This is secret information. But look at this. You attack, and
Hillary would print that out all the time, Private email.
No, she'd send it to Anthony Weiner,
Yeah.
the pervert.
Please print.
By the way, isn't that incredible?
Yeah.
I was just saying, because we were talking about it. And, he said he wanted to attack Iran and what? These are the papers.
It's pretty
This was done by the military, given to me. I think we can probably, right?
I don't know. We'll have to see. Yeah, we'll have to try to
Declassify.
figure out
See, as president, I could have declassified it. Now I can't, but this is classified.
now we have a problem.
Isn't that interesting?
Yeah.
It's so cool. I mean, it's so. Here and I have, and you probably almost didn't believe me, but now you believe me.
No, I believe
it's incredible, right?
No,
hey, bring some Cokes in, please.
All of that is damning. Despite what Donald Trump would have you believe from his Truth Social posts, that it was actually exoneration. It was a tape and a transcript of me, which is actually an exoneration. He wants to claim that's an exoneration, just like he wants you to believe that the Mueller report totally exonerated, when it did not. They presented this to me. He holds up a document. This, and then also he wants to clarify, this is off the record, even though they're recording the moment. All sorts of stuff, pages long. Look at all sorts of stuff. Except it's like highly confidential, secret. This is secret information. Look at this, he just said. If it was a newspaper article or a magazine article, clippings, it wouldn't be secret. It wouldn't be highly confidential. These are the papers, he said. You see, as president, I could have declassified it, but now I can't, But this is still secret. This, the document he held in his hand and waved around, this is still secret. Dead to rights. I don't see any way around Donald Trump's conviction in this particular case. And we're not even talking about the election interference case. This is just the unlawful, the willful retention case, the violations of the Espionage Act case. This isn't the election interference case. This is of less importance, many believe, than some of the others that are coming. So what is the Republican response? Well, let's go to Hannity. He seems to be the mouthpiece for mainstream Republicanism, for mainstream MAGA world. What does he say about this particular damning audio of Donald Trump admitting on tape that he's waving around secret, highly confidential material? Watch Sean Hannity from last night's show.
Well, number one, he's right about Hillary Rodham Clinton, top secret classified documents on her servers, outlined extensively by Jim Comey in July of 2016, but no reasonable prosecutor would prosecute. Now, while he did say, this is stuff that he got from the military that would be highly confidential and secret, and says at another point, as president, I could have declassified it. Now I couldn't. But now, it would still be a secret. That does not confirm for me whether or not specifically this document was declassified or not. Was that actually the real document, or was it a story that he was telling? And my understanding is that particular document was never found by the special counsel or by, the raid at Mar-a-Lago. But I might be mistaken on that. I don't think I am.
First of all, why are they going with that screenshot, that still shot of Donald Trump? What are they doing? You'd think they want to put him in the best light. Instead, it's contorted face. John Hannity says, that does not confirm for me whether or not specifically this document was declassified or not. Was that actually the real document, or was it a story that he was telling? And my understanding is that particular document was never found by the special counsel or by, the raid at Mar-a-Lago. So no curiosity whatsoever on the part of Sean Hannity, no curiosity on the part of Republicans whatsoever of, well, yeah, if they didn't find that document, then, yikes, it's still out there. He still has possession of it. But for Sean Hannity to assert that this sounds like he's just telling a story when he says the document he has in his hand is like highly confidential secret. This is secret information. Look at this. That's not him telling a story. That's him referencing the papers that you can hear him wiggling around on the tape. But Republicans will go to any length. They will debase themselves. They will humiliate themselves in service, in deference to Donald Trump. It is obvious what is happening here. It is obvious that Donald Trump committed a crime. He is admitting to it. He is in a room full of people with a document that is not for their eyes. And he's saying, look at this, seconds after acknowledging that it's highly confidential and secret. Good luck, Donald Trump lawyers. Good luck. What do you think? I'd love to know. You can call, leave me a brief voicemail, 714-576-4054. Of course, you can absolutely email me daily@dollemore.com. I'd love to hear from you. You can also follow me on social media. I'm at Dollemore on Twitter, Instagram, and TikTok, at Dollemore. If you want to support my work, you'd like to help produce my work, you can become a channel member. You can click the super thanks button. You can go over to patreon.com/IDoubtIt podcast. All those are great ways to help support and produce what we're doing right here within these four walls. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. I'm trying to get to 500,000 subscribers by the end of the year, and it's only with your help that I'm going to be able to do it. Thank you very much. And that is all the requests I have for the day. I'll see you next time. Until I do, be genuine. Take care of one another.